silly. And I'm his biggest fan. He played the Mid-American Conference. I love the guy. I've defended the guy. He looks like an idiot. This is why you don't write checks that you don't plan on cashing. Don't open your mouth and start talking about retirement. And you know what? He might be the problem. More than Tomlin, more than Antonio Brown. It might be the quarterback.
I thought you liked it.
I do. But not when he does dumb stuff. I'm Jason Whitlock.
I see you, Jason.
Whitlock.
All right, welcome back. TJ Houshmandzadeh, Bucky Brooks, and Jared Bell are back. Let's move to New York, where Eli Manning may be coming off one of his worst seasons, but new Giants coach Pat Shurmur still thinks the sky's the limit, saying he wants Eli to complete 70% of his passes this year. And he's not the only aging quarterback looking for a big year, with Big Ben reportedly in the best shape of his life and saying his arm is stronger than ever. Most people seem to think Ben has had the better career, but if you look at the numbers, it's actually a little bit closer than you'd think, with Eli actually topping Ben in Super Bowl MVPs, yards, and touchdowns. Big Ben is my favorite player, has been since he joined the league, put on number 7, and reminded me of John Elway. It pains me to say this, but I think Eli's 2 Super Bowl victories and being the MVP in those Super Bowls and knocking off the Patriots, I think that gives the edge to Eli as having had a better career than Big Ben.
I mean, I kind of agree with you, because if we judge quarterbacks on rings, and ultimately he has played at a higher level when he's had opportunities in Super Bowls than Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger has played with teams that typically had the number 1 or number 2 defense for most of his career during this heyday. And so he's a terrific player. He's done a great job leading this offense. But Eli Manning in big games, to me, is a better player than Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree to a degree because, yeah, Super Bowls, that's kind of the bottom line, the definition. But what Ben gives you is more consistency. You know, if Eli gets to the playoffs, don't bet against him, right? He can go and win it all. But Ben is more likely going to get you to the playoffs. And this year, he'll be calling his own plays. He'll have more control of the offense. He's the guy who could extend plays, can do things off script that can make the offense go, where Eli is not always able to do that. So the consistency is the factor for Ben Roethlisberger, notwithstanding that 5-interception game against Jacksonville last year.
You look at it, Eli's been reliable. He's very durable, hasn't missed a start. From that perspective, that's the only thing he has been in. He's thrown 54 more interceptions. They got drafted the same year. 54 more interceptions. That's 4 years worth of football pretty much on average. Maybe 5 if you're protecting the ball like Aaron Rodgers. Big Ben has completed 64% of his passes, Eli at 59%. They both have had really good defensive talent at times and so-so at times. Eli Manning has better success against the Patriots just because of when he's had those defensive ends that can really rush the passer, and it affects Tom Brady. Whereas when you play the Steelers, they played that 3-4 defense. If you can get them to sub out and go to that 4-3 down lineman and get out of the 3-4, it hurts them because they're not as strong. They're not as strong when they go 4 down lineman. They have to take one of those backers out of the game. And that's how the Patriots approach it. They force them to get out of that 3-4 defense into a 4 down line look, and now you can't come with these exotic blitzes. That's why she struggled against the Patriots. It's a team game. Eli won a Super Bowl.
2 Super Bowls against the Patriots.
That catch that David Tyree made, everybody,
Eli made the throw.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have made that throw.
He shook off the
scramble. The scramble was screwed up.
The catch is 99% Tyree, 1% Eli.
It is.
The throw is a big deal.
Yes.
The throw was big, and the scramble to set up the throw
When
was
the last
big.
time you seen anybody make that type of catch? Never. Right. That's why it never happens. That's why it's 90%, 99% David Tyree. I'm not discrediting Eli. Offensively, throwing the ball, the touchdowns is there. But when you talk about 54 more interceptions, that's a ton. That's a lot.
It is a lot, and I do think the statistics tend to favor Big Ben. My issue with Big Ben, his first Super Bowl, he got carried to.
He did.
He got carried to. So he's got one Super Bowl where he can say, look, I give him credit for both of them. But Eli, integral, both of their Super Bowl runs, great Super Bowl performances. I just think for Big Ben, he needed a third Super Bowl ring to me to really elevate himself. And I always thought, and this year, next year, he needs a third Super Bowl ring, and then this is all put to bed, and now you can start talking about Big Ben and arguing him with some of the other super elite quarterbacks. But right now, I think he and Eli are neck and neck, and if somebody wanted to argue Eli, I got no objections. To Dallas, where Jerry Jones says Dak Prescott won't take